Hey everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles, and welcome to Ask Think episode number 155 for Monday, May 25th, 2015. And to all of you guys in the US, happy Memorial Day. You got the day off of school, woohoo! And guys, last week I asked you a question for this week that's kind of related to being off of school. Well, it is related to being off of school, although not for a holiday, but for the year, for the summer. And it is, what are you guys doing for the summer since school is coming to an end? And Alphavo says, I would, oh no! What am I doing for summer? My summer's ruined! Oh yeah, I'm doing some camps involving Minecraft and sports, and then watch this website that I'm currently on. That's my hypothesis for this summer. You never said that I can't describe YouTube. Nicely done. I met someone who had gone to a Minecraft camp, and I'm trying to remember what they taught him. I know they taught him some redstone, not so much command blocks, because maybe a little bit with command. Yeah, no, there were some command blocks, I guess, but they weren't as advanced as they are now. So, oh man, I wish that I could go to a Minecraft camp. I think it would be really super fun, but I don't think they allow adults. It might be weird. Rachel Panjaitan says, for the summer, I have two options to choose from. The first one is typical going to the beach. It'd be awesome. My second one is going camping, but the weird thing is I've never been camping in my life. I know, I'm weird, although I think it would be a good first time experience. Well, I don't know if it's really that weird, because I've never been camping. I mean, no, I really haven't. In a tent, never. I think one time we went on a camping trip, well, you know, quote unquote, but we went in an RV, and then it was super cold, and like really cold, like snowed, and it had to be June, and it was in Yosemite, and it snowed, and so we didn't stay in the RV. We went to a hotel. So that was my camping experience, and I know my wife has never been camping either. Mr. Funny64 Does Gaming says, over the summer, I'm going to Asia, Italy, and the UK. And that is a ton of traveling. I mean, I don't know where you live, but I assume not in Asia, not in Italy, and not in the UK. Maybe somewhere in Europe, because you're going to two places in Europe. I don't really know, but that's awesome. And I love traveling, and I'm glad that you guys get to travel as well. Fire Crystal says, this summer, I want to get a dog, a horse, a dolphin, a lion, a zebra, a puma, a tiger, a panda, a fox, or maybe I'll just stick with a dog. A little too much. Yeah, I don't know that you would probably want to put all of those animals together because it could not, I think the only one that wouldn't get really hurt is probably the dolphin, because it's the only water-based animal there. The rest of them would, they would probably tear after each other. Logan Kerr says, to answer the question for next week, I am already graduated from high school, so technically my summer has already begun. What I would do this summer is go camping with my friends, go to the water slides in Cultus Lake, and definitely go see Jurassic World. Can't wait to see that movie. Also, my family has a tradition of going to the PNE in Vancouver every last Sunday of August. And I'm not sure what PNE stands for, but sounds like I love family traditions, and I love that you've already graduated from high school and you're keeping them up, which, I can't say the same for myself when I was, 18. Family traditions, some of them I stuck with, but other ones, that's for kids, so I'm really proud of you for that. But yeah, the funny thing about graduating from high school, I was walking Kopi, and I don't know what made me think of it, but I was like, wait a minute, this is 2015. This is my 20-year high school reunion. I graduated high school in 1995, guys, and I was like, I'm so old. Oh, gosh. Evil Girl says, if school finally gets out, I'm going to get a lifetime supply of ice cream. Wait, that's my dream of the summer. I meant that me and my friend dance like crazy on the sidewalk until the ice cream truck came. Then I get two really weird types of ice cream and combine them. You should really try it, but be careful with the dancing so you don't get hurt. Well, I take that from experience, but I've never tried combining two weird types of ice cream. Now, I combine different types of gelato all the time, because that's like a thing you do, right? When you go to a gelato place, you always get 2 flavors, and I usually get something like, I really like chocolate gelato. I don't really like chocolate ice cream. Chocolate gelato is different. It's more chocolatey, if you know what I mean. And then I usually get a fruit flavor as well. Herobrine Does Gaming says, I'm actually going to go to a lot of places. We're going camping, going on a cruise, going on a big road trip, and going to an Ariana Grande concert, and finally going to celebrate that I graduated Noodle on. And yes, that is a ton of stuff. That sounds like an awesome summer. Alex the Gamer says, I will go on vacation to Canada because almost all my family lives there. I would stay at my uncle's lake house and do redneck tubing, which is where my uncle drives a 4-wheeler and pulls us on a water tube across the front lawn while me and my little cousin push each other off and act like total Kevins. Sounds really, really unnecessarily dangerous. The Shy Flower says, when summer vacation comes, I will burn all of my probably was around my friends and go to the yard and touch all of the construction equipment. Yep. Cartoony Dave says, so after school, I have 2 weeks to do whatever I want. So I'm going to watch movies, play Minecraft and other games, go to Six Flags Great Adventure, and watch you. No, really, that's it. Oh, and I'll be going to my friend's house doing athletic stuff, whatever. And, a lot of people said that they were going to be doing a lot of outside stuff, which it surprises me in a good way because we didn't have YouTube, and we didn't have we didn't have the internet when I was a kid. And so we did a lot of outdoor stuff because, there was only so much you could do on computers. They were not as powerful as they are now. The games weren't as fun, things like that. So when I hear that you guys still want to go and do stuff outside, it actually surprises me in a good way. And I plan to go to Six Flags Great Adventure this summer as well because we haven't been in so long. Sammy May says, sleep in every day. And, man, I would love to sleep in every day, but I have to make videos for you guys. Pop Expert 1 says, answer for next week. Oh, that's easy. I'd go on a diet. I'd lose 15 pounds during the summer. Throws 15 pounds of homework and worksheets away. My objective is complete. Hoarders X Master says, over the summer, I would buy a gray and green dappled cloth and practice with a bow and arrow, learn how to move around unseen and unheard. I really want to learn how to be a ranger from the Rangers Apprentice series. Rangers are so cool. And with my hidden abilities, I will spy on you and watch you make YouTube videos without you even knowing, so watch your back. Well, one thing is that gray and green, not very good camouflage in this city. We don't have many trees here. Mr. Blue says, my plan for summer break is to make it last forever. Oh yeah, but I would do it without violence and go to the beach. And I love the evil laugh and, oh yeah, but not with violence. Now guys, as for me, well, I may be moving in a few weeks. I still don't know yet. We are going to Grand Cayman at the end of June, and then we're really not sure because my wife's new job, we're really unsure about the way her vacation time works. So we don't have any major plans other than going to various Dave Matthews concerts around this area and maybe up to Boston and Connecticut and New Jersey and stuff, but mostly staying around here. Now the question for next week comes to us from Claire Clips, and it says, if you could shrink any wild animal, what animal would you shrink and why? I love this. A wild thing Noodles, and it's wild thing doesn't exist anymore. There's only 2 tame ones in New York, and I don't know who the other one is, but I guess I'm one of them. Now, before we get to the questions, don't forget to leave your question for me in the comments below so I can have something to answer next week. Remember, only 1 question per comment, but you can leave as many comments as you like. Also, if the comments on this Ask Think are closed, go to the most recent Ask Think and ask your question there. And the first one comes to us from Eric Zhang, and it says, Think you should show your face for 1 second for your 800,000 subs video along with the fan art. And if you don't want to do that, you should do something else besides showing fan art and talking. And, I've done a face cam video before. You can just search Think Noodles face cam. I did it about a year and a half ago, maybe more. And as far as doing something different than showing fan art and talking, well, the thing is, I really, really like to feature you guys so that everybody else can see what you guys are capable of, and you guys are what brought me. I mean, it's a celebration of 800,000 subscribers, 800,000 of you. And I feel like whenever I have one of these celebration videos, it should include you because it's about you. Because obviously without you, I would have 0. So that's why I like to show the fan art off. Jack the Bat 45 says, hey, Think I'm seeing more and more people swearing on your channel. And my question is, what are you going to do about this? Well, I mean, there's not much I can really do with people posting bad words in comments other than I have a blacklist set up for all the bad words, and it catches like 99% of them, maybe more. And when you guys report the comments, they get taken away as well. But you know what? It's kind of funny. Well, not funny, but I guess it's kind of a glitch with YouTube. I feel like that the comment blacklist, when people post a comment with bad words in it, it takes a little while for it to catch it and moderate the comment. So you might see it more only because there are more people posting more often. So there might be more bad words than you would think, but usually they get pulled back. And if they don't, please do report them. Smiley Freak asked, do you use a professional camera for copies selfies on Instagram? Some of them, yes. I do have a camera with a high or a large aperture lens on some of them, so that's why some of them look like really good. Nate, the Orange Popsicle in the Freezer asks, do you go to any amusement parks in the summer? No, I'm not stalking you. We haven't recently, and I was saying before that I definitely want to go to Great Adventures this year. Holly and Stuff says, I forget. Did you have braces? I don't remember. If you did, how long did you have them on for? Yes, I did. And I would say it was from 8th grade. No. Probably 7th grade until 9th grade. So about 2 years. Mark Juice asks, do you still talk to your sister or keep in touch? Of course I do. Just because we live pretty much as far apart as you possibly can. My sister lives in California. We live in New York. We still talk and keep in touch. We still like each other just because we live far apart and we don't see each other as often as we'd like to. We still definitely keep in touch. Bear Squad asks, have you heard of the 9.8 earthquake coming to California on May 28th? I'm super scared. I don't, well, first of all, 9.8 earthquake is huge. That is like one of the probably biggest earthquakes in history if it were to happen. However, I don't think that they can predict earthquakes that well, so I don't think you have to worry that much. Mao Jun Gong asks, it's cracking down to the end of the school year. So I was wondering, we got even more projects and homework. What was a memory that you remember from the end of one of your school years? Well, it's not about projects and homework, that's for sure. But one of them that I remember pretty well, really well actually, is that when we moved from Indonesia, it was the end of 10th grade, and I was leaving a group of friends. There were 3 of them, Adam, Jody, and Jeremy, and we were all really, really close friends, did everything together, and I was really sad to be leaving my friends because we were so close, and we had so much fun, and it was the worst. Because, we were moving, and then one of them, actually another of my friends, Jody, he wasn't sure they might be moving. And so, but either way, we were like, oh, maybe we'll never, see each other ever again. We have seen each other since, but it was really, really tough. And I remember packing up all our stuff and, getting on that flight. And this wasn't a flight back to the U.S. for the summer. This was a flight back to the U.S. for good. And I was really bummed. And I remember being in the Hong Kong airport. And I think I have to remember, did we stay? I think we spent a little bit of time in Hong Kong. I can't remember that bit. Whether we spent some time in Hong Kong and then we came back to the airport and then we're flying back to California, or if we've just flown through. But I remember being in the airport in Hong Kong waiting for our flight. And Jody was there and with his family, and they were heading back home. And so we were on the same flight and everything, and nobody knew. We didn't know. It was just, we ended up being on the same flight. So, it was really, really good because, I'd missed them. I was like, oh man, and I'm never going to see them again. And then all of a sudden there he is in the airport. So that was pretty cool. NovaCat asks, in total, how many hours do you think you spent making videos? Oh man, I can't even imagine. I mean, I'll put it into context. Let's see. I would say each Things Lab takes me around 6 hours on average. I mean, sometimes more, sometimes less, but around 6 hours. And there's 125 of those. So that alone is like, what, 75? Is that 7,000? No, 700. No, yeah, wait. Wait. 6, so yeah, 750 hours on ThinkSlab alone. And that's only 125 videos, and I have like 1,700 of them. Obviously, and obviously, you know, the other ones don't take me as long to edit, but they do take a while to record. But thousands upon thousands upon thousands of hours. Fire Crystal asks, what are your favorite kind of noodles? I'm not sure you said it in one Ask Think or ThinkSlab. I don't know if I've ever really said. I really do like ramen, but fresh ramen, I mean, from the package is good too, but fresh ramen is really a lot better. And I also really like soba. Sweet Candy says, hey, Think, since you moved a lot in your childhood, I wanted to ask you this question. How do you deal with moving? I know you might think, oh, it's not such a big deal as you've moved across countries. And I'm only moving across town, but I'm moving away from my school, the school I've grown up with for 8 years. I'm moving away from the people I grew up with, the people who shaped me. I really don't want to go, but it's not my choice. And I mean, you heard before that it was not easy for me. Even though I had moved across countries and everything, it wasn't at all. I was leaving my friends behind, and even though you're only moving across town, you know, moving to a different school, it's a whole different dynamic, and those people, they have their thing, and you're gonna have your new thing, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You're right, it is not easy at all, and it is a big deal, and just it's really. It was really hard for me too. Even when I moved to Indonesia, I had a hard time, but it didn't take a long time. So I had a hard time, but not for a long time. So there's going to be a lot of anxiety going up to the move and up to starting at the new school, but you'll ease into it a lot quicker than you think. Susan Wu asks, why is there support this channel thing? And then it asks us to pay money. Well, it's something that YouTube offers to me to allow you guys or your parents or whatever to donate to my channel so that it keeps it so that I can still do this full time. But you don't have to do that in any way. It's simply if you want to. It's not going to get you anything extra, or you're not going to lose anything by not donating. So don't worry about it. It's only for people who want to. The Gaming Snow Leopard says, Think, what was the coffee shop's name you worked at? What a great question. The name of the coffee shop was Coffee Labs, which now that I think about it, ThinkSlab. I never. Leia the Poodle says, Think when you made Think Noodles 2, did your main channel lose a lot of subscribers? No, not at all. It didn't change it at all. So what happened when I created the Think Noodles 2 for Club Penguin, people who subscribed to my main channel just went to Think Noodles 2 and added that as a subscription as well. Stephanie Phillips says, Think I have a question. I need help. As of today, I now co-own a channel. Congratulations. 2 people own it as well. One of those people is my friend, and the other person is my friend's friend, and I've never met her before. How do I connect with a person I never have and never will meet? And how do I co-own a channel in general, like schedules and videos and stuff like that? Well, I don't know much about owning or co-owning a channel. I've only really ever had my own. And I would find it really a little bit challenging to co-own a channel and control, I don't want to say control, but control the content that goes on it, because that would be something that I would do. I would want to be in control of everything that went on it, so it'd be really tough for me. But as far as connecting with a person you never have, well, you never, don't say never, not never will, but never at this point, never have met. It's not that hard to connect with them. What you should do is play with them a little bit, get to know them before recording your first video with them. The Golden Hopper asks, Think, can you make one ThinkLab a day? I think a lot of noodlers would like that. Well, I would love it if I was capable. I'm just not. ThinkSlab is so difficult for me to, create the set, the scenes, make sure that everything is where it's got to be in the chest and everything, so that everything goes smoothly, and then record it and things don't go smoothly, and then record it again and things do go smoothly, and then do all of the editing that I just would, not literally, but it would run me into the ground. I just could not manage, although I would love to do that. It's Mega asked, hey, Think, I'd like to know, do you make all your thumbnails? I mean, like putting it all together. I don't think you'd make the characters of you, but I'd like to know. Yes, I do make them all. As far as the characters, I have a Photoshop document, a PSD file that's got all of the characters on a transparent background. So yeah, whenever I come up with the next things lab and I put the title there and I put a little background and then I start dragging the characters in and moving them around. Sebastian Zuba asks, do you wear headphones when you play? Yes, I do, because I feel like, and I could be incorrect, but that you would hear the speakers coming back through the microphone. Gu Hongwu says, think I have a YouTube channel. I don't know what kind of videos to do. Any advice? And Owl Lover gives the perfect advice, and it's do whatever makes you happy because you enjoy what you're doing and what you're doing in the videos. And that's absolutely right. You should do videos that you enjoy and that you would enjoy showing to other people, rather than doing something that is popular. Isaac the Crazy Gamer asks, when YouTube sends the play button, do you tell them where you live? Yeah, you kind of have to. Otherwise, they can't really email it to you. They do have to mail it physically. So what happens, at least when I got 100,000, after, I don't know, about 2 weeks after you hit the milestone, you get an email to the email account that's tied to your YouTube account, and it says, congratulations, you've hit this milestone, and click this link to order your free Google Play button, or not YouTube, YouTube Play button. And you click on it, and then it runs you through a form and says they have to verify a few things, and then you put your address there, and then like 6 months later, they send it to you. Busy 2014 asks, can you please give me some suggestions for recording softwares? The one I have at the moment leaves a sound throughout the video. And have you tried it without a microphone? Because to me, that sound usually is a feedback or like, actually I think it's a DC hum through the microphone, which may be connected to your computer. It could be the fan on your computer as well. And so if that's the case, if it's the microphone, you should use something like Audacity. It's a free recording software that's pretty well featured, and you can eliminate the hum if you're just quiet and you sit still and you don't do anything and let it hum for a few seconds at the beginning. You can sort of use Audacity to delete that part, and it will remove it from your entire mic clip. Popster Fang asks, I've noticed you've been using Monstercat music and Ask Think. I was wondering, besides approaching Nirvana, what music have you used for your videos? Well, other than Monstercat and approaching Nirvana, another person that I use music from quite a bit is Kevin MacLeod. He has a website called incompetech.com, and I use that for like the intro of Things Lab and the intro for the Noodle Planet. He's got some really great music there, and it's also royalty free. But other than that, there's really not a lot, because music licensing is really, really tricky business, and you really, really have to be careful with the music that you use to not get copyright complaints. The next couple of people ask about Clash of Clans and how it kind of works, and or at least my clan, and can I empty it out? And emptying it out is really not fair to the people who have been in the clan for a long time, who've been active members, donating troops, helping out in war, things like that. The way that it works usually is, well, one, people leave. Surprisingly, people leave. I think it's because their friend has a clan that may be a higher level clan. And we're just, we're just here to have fun. It's great when we do win in the clan wars, but we don't win all the time. But it's fun, and that's what it's all about. And some people really, really want to win all the clan wars, and that's cool if that's what you want to do. So people leave for that reason sometimes. Now, people do get kicked out. One of the ways is inactivity. If they haven't been playing at all for a week or two, then obviously they get booted out. And also, if they are opted into the war and then they don't attack, that really hurts our war prospects. So that's basically inactivity, and they get kicked for that too. Obviously, also any foul language or bullying get kicked out as well. But other than that, I mean, we're just there to have fun, but there's always turnover. So keep an eye on it, bookmark the clan, and you never know when you could get in. The next couple of people ask about this thing called Tube Heroes, and I had to look it up. And they look awesome. They look like little Lego figures of YouTubers, and I would definitely be interested. The only thing is, and I mean, I'm sure that that they do take care of this. These are likenesses of YouTubers and their characters, and I would assume that there are licensing agreements for such things, and I have no idea how any of that works. Catherine Cook asks, on the Noodle planet, will you ever take a ship on a journey? P.S. You can strike a villager with lightning to turn into a witch. Well, lightning does not strike things very often on the Noodle planet, but as far as taking the ship on a journey, I will. I do have plans to. It's just that I haven't found the location I want to sail to yet. It is a very difficult to find place. Danu Harja asks, hey, can you make a video on Things Lab working with Dan or the Diamond Minecart? Please, it would be amazing if you did. I actually have 2 Things Labs that Dan has, well, I guess not really collaborated in because it was NPCs, but he's done lines for and voice acting for the Halloween episode and also the April Fool's episode. So check those out. Antonio Davalos asks, how do you zoom in Minecraft? And I've answered this before, but it does come up once in a while, and I do like to answer it because it's a really nice feature, and it also makes your computer faster, and that's installing Optifine. Optifine allows you to zoom, and it also makes your Minecraft run faster. Ben Boy asks, if you ever get a new computer, how are you going to be able to play the Noodle Planet? Well, first of all, I run the Noodle Planet on a server, so I can play it on any computer I want. It lets me in right away. I'm on the whitelist, and I can, as long as I log into my Minecraft account, I enter the IP, and boom, I'm in. But if it were not on a server, I would back it up. And that brings me to Aaliyah Matlock's question. I'm crying so hard right now. My dad had rebooted his computer, and when I went to play, all my Minecraft worlds were deleted. What do? I need my worlds back. I had a world, everything you built in your survival world and more, and now it's gone. That I actually can, like, I can feel that. I understand that because I remember when my chunk got corrupted, and I didn't lose my whole world. I just lost a piece of my storage room. I wanted to cry. And I had backups, and the backup of the backup of the backup of the backup actually worked, but it was devastating, and I really, really don't know how to help you. It might actually just be gone. And you know what you might want to do is see if you can get your dad to put you onto Realms, and that'll be like, it's a server, but everything will be backed up on Realms. You can only have one world like that, I think, at a time. But at least you won't lose it. Ryan Slattery asked, do you ever get tired of spawning in and naming those NPCs and minions? I know that you won every video, but you get tired of it. Well, the one every video I don't get tired of at all. And even the minions I don't, because a lot of times I use the lab over and over. Because, I haven't destroyed it in the previous episode, so it's fine. I can reuse it. But the thing that does take a long time is spawning in the custom NPCs of you guys. Oh man, sometimes, I'll ask on Twitter and I'll be putting in NPCs for like 45 minutes to an hour. I mean, it takes forever. Rhino Gaming asks, would you rather live in your Minecraft treehouse or your real house? Oh, easy. Minecraft treehouse. It's so much cooler. It's so much bigger. It looks so beautiful. Sunset and everything. I would totally rather live in my Minecraft treehouse. The next person asks, do you have a car? If yes, have you tried running 88 miles per hour? Yeah, of course I've tried it. Unfortunately, we did not have 1.21 gigawatts, so we did not go back to the future. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of Ask Think. Don't forget to leave your question in the comments below so I can have something to answer next week. Also, don't forget to pick up those chopsticks and poke that like button as hard as you can. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, Noodle Line!